All right, welcome. I'm Kate. I'm glad to meet you and see all the people that I see a lot. We're going to start in child's pose. You're going to start in child's pose. So come to your hands and your knees. And rest your head. And take a really big breath in through your nose. If you like, you can open your mouth and audibly seal your lips, and we'll keep some sound. So Ujjayi Pranayama is our breath, and the sound is an anchor for your attention. Give yourself a moment to just kind of land and draw your attention into the space. The next time you breathe in, reach your arms forward, elevate your elbows so your arms start to wake up and come into action. The next time you breathe out, engage your lower belly, your Uddiyana Bandha. And you're going to repeat that pattern for about 80 minutes, lengthening as you breathe in, deepening and drawing in as you breathe out. All right, next breath in, rock up to your hands and your knees. Take a few rounds of cat-cow from tabletop. So exhale to round your back up towards the ceiling. Inhale to arch your belly down and broaden and start to stretch the muscles on your chest. And for now, just let your own breath be your guide. I'll cue a little more of the flow as we get further into the practice. Move also in the way that your body is asking for. So if you want to move side to side, you can do that. Or like a wave. Okay, downward facing dog. Yeah, I like it too. Lift your heels really high, like you're on your tiptoes. Good, and then push your mat away with your hands and send your hips even higher. Yeah, okay. Start to reach your heels towards your mat. Good, I would love to assist you. If you prefer that I don't touch you, lift your right leg up. Okay, yeah, no big deal. All right, walk your hands back to your feet. Grab your elbows, take ragdoll at the back of the mat. It's okay, you can be close to him later. Hug in your belly, Uddiyana Bandha here. All right, plank pose. Take your hands to the top of the mat. Stack your joints. Take your shoulders over your wrists, your ankle joints over your toe joints. Good. Pull your chest forward and engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your center. Bring your toes together. Yep. Side plank on your right hand. So your right hand stays down, left hand goes up. Yeah, you can drop a knee. You could angle your feet so they're both touching the mat, or even lift your left leg up. Good, push down, reach up. Okay, take left side plank, roll through the center, and when you're ready, left hand down, right hand high. This is a lovely pose. You don't really need to be warmed up for it. It's just like standing up straight. Push down, reach up, just like that. Okay, look down, downward facing dog. Press your hips up really high. Big breath in. Exhale, look forward, feet to the top, wide. Ragdoll with your hands behind your back. So give your shoulders a stretch. You can grab a towel between your hands if you like, if your clasp is not easeful or accessible. Soften your knees a little bit. Dip in. Okay, release your hands. Bring your feet together. Okay, stay folded, stay folded. I'm gonna get weird today. Bend your knees enough to get your fingerprints on the floor or put your hands on your block. Shift your weight into your right foot and lift your left leg into standing splits. You're gonna reach your high heel high, press your low heel low and into the mat. And if you want to roll your hip open to the side a little bit and kind of make it more of a just a wake up, good morning. Okay, and then mindfully pull your knee and land your foot. Switch. Be willing to bend your standing knee to get more access to what's here. Yeah, and be willing to do something not the same as always. Take a big breath in. And then feet together. Bend your knees, stand up, high mountain, reach up. And bring your hands to your heart. And Om. Let's take a breath first. Inhale. Exhale. And breathe in for Om. Smile. Look up, reach up. Good. Pull through the center, fold all the way down. Halfway lift up and breathe in. Good. Bring your hands to the mat. Plank pose. Rock forward and lower half or all the way down. Good. Take cobra or up dog. Lift and broaden your chest. Good. Exhale back to down dog. All right. So we're going to move and breathe and flow. No tricks in the sun salutations. I feel like it's a good time to just get into the moving meditation. So less thinking, more moving and breathing. Take a big breath in. Look forward, bring your feet to the top. Half lift. Exhale, fold forward. High mountain pose, reach up overhead. Right away, pull in, bow right back down. Half lift, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Good. Up dog or cobra, push your feet into the mat. Good. Downward facing dog. Set your gaze on a spot in a direction. And start to do that with all of your attention. So your attention is directed right here. Through your eyes, through your listening. Using your breath. And one more big breath in. Look forward, bring your feet to the top. Halfway lift up. Exhale, fold forward. High mountain pose, reach overhead. Good. Exhale, bow down. Half lift to prepare, long spine. Hands to the mat, chaturanga or all the way down. Good. Lift your chest up, push your feet down. Nice. Exhale to down dog. Drishti, your gaze, steady. Uddiyana Bandha, your belly drawing in and up. Good. Push down, pull in, and lift up. And then do that again. Push down, pull in, and lift up. Good. Take a big breath in. Look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift up. Exhale, bow down. High mountain again. Stretch and lengthen. Good. Exhale, bow down. Half lift, breathe in. Low push up, breathe out. Upward facing, strong in your legs. Good. Downward facing, lift your hips. Good. Just a couple of breaths here. Fill up. Empty out. Big breath in. Look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift up. Exhale, fold down. One more time, all the way up to high mountain. Stretch. Good. Exhale all the way down to your toes. Half lift, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Upward facing dog or cobra pose. And push back to downward facing dog. All right, so you should be a little warmed up. We're going to add some things. Add some tapa, some intensity. Stay in the flow. Big breath in. Look forward, step or hop to the top. Half lift. Exhale, bow. Chair pose. Hips down, arms reach up. Good. Exhale, fold forward. halfway lift up, low push-up pose, rock forward. Good, inhaling upward facing. Good, exhale to down dog. Step your right foot to the top. Warrior one pose, both arms go up by your ears. You got it. Hands to the mat, low push-up pose. Breathe in, lift your heart up. Good, exhale, downward dog pose. Step your left foot forward, lift your two arms up past your ears. Yeah, don't look at him. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. The guy that's new to the studio is like, am I supposed to do that? Oh. Each and every one of us doing the thing that makes us good. Sorry. Right? Like, just whatever calls to you, do that version. Take a big breath in, everybody. Look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift up. Good, exhale, fold down. Chair, take a big breath in. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Low push-up, step or hop back and lower. Good, breathe in, lift your chest up. Exhale, lift your hips up. Right side, warrior one, both arms up. Good, hands to the mat, low push-up. Breathe in, heart high. Good, exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, both arms up. Good, hands to the mat, low push-up. Breathe in, upward. Good, exhale, downward dog. So Baptiste yoga is meant to be adapted, right? It's one of the hallmarks of our practice. And that can look like doing something simpler. It could look like doing something fancier. Do the thing that fulfills on your intention. All right, if you came to fly, fly. If you came to just get some serenity, get that. Look forward, step or hop. Half lift. Exhale, bow. Chair, deep seat. Exhale, fold to your feet. Halfway lift, low push-up pose. Breath in, long body. Exhale to down dog. Warrior one on the right, step forward, lift your chest. Hands to the mat, flow with your breath. Upward facing dog. Good, downward dog, left side warrior one. Rise and shine. And right back in it, high to low. Breathe in, upward facing. Good, exhale, down dog. Set your gaze, come into your space and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. One more, big breath in. Look forward, step or hop to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Chair, sit low, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, low push up. Breathing in, upward facing. Exhale, lift your hips. Step your right foot to your right wrist, warrior one, rise up. Good, hands to the mat, low push up. Breathe in long and strong. Good, exhale, lift and be light. Left side, warrior, rise. Hands to the mat, low push up. Breath in, upward. Exhale, downward. 2 breaths. One more, big breath in. Look forward, float to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Half lift, chaturanga, that's low push-up. Breathe in, stretch the front of your body. Good, exhale to down dog, and then right side. Warrior one, arms past your ears, hands to the mat. Follow your breath. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale to down dog and step forward. Warrior one, last one, rise up. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Breath in, long and strong. Good, meet your neighbor in down dog. Everybody take a big breath in. Open your mouth if you like, let off some steam. Exhale. Good, everybody lift your right heel up in a 3-leg dog. Okay, mindfully rock forward, pull your knee to your chin-ish. Good, press back long. Knee to your right arm. Tap. Good. Press back. Cross it over, knee to your left arm. Reach back. Crescent lunge. Step your right foot to the top. Lift your arms past your ears. And stack your back heel over the ball of your foot. Uddiyana Bandha. Pull in your belly. As you draw your heel up, maybe you bend your back knee a little bit, soften into the natural curve in your lower back. Good. Hook your thumbs above your head and then fan your other fingers out wide like a tiara or a crown. I woke up at 4 a.m. so I could watch The Thing. My grandma's English, that's my excuse. Lift your crown. Go back. Look forward, hands to your heart. Twist, left elbow hooks your right knee. Good. Pull the center of your chest forward and fire up your back leg. So your back leg creates stability. Create that in your back leg and create it in your whole pose. Good. Somebody might have told me this was a detox practice for them. If you need that, wring yourself out a little more here. Good. One more breath. Deepest twist. Listen. Crescent. Come back upright. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Create the alignment in your bones. Good. Keep your arms reaching up. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower your back knee and pull your elbows out to shoulder height. Good. Inhale. Straighten your knee and your arms. Exhale. Hover your knee and your elbows. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift up. Warrior two, right hand forward, left hand back. Adjust your feet if you need to, and take your seat. Side angle. Bring your forearm to your front thigh, left hand straight up for a moment. Good. Pull in your belly. Extended side angle. Reach past your ear. Maybe your right hand goes to the floor or under your leg for a bind. Good. If you're looking to fly your bird of paradise, we've got a few breaths here. You could step your back foot forward and lift your right foot up into flight. Optional, totally optional. 2 breaths. Keep your knee bent. Reverse warrior. Reach your right hand to the back. Circle your left arm behind your back and reach like you're creating a giant letter S. Warrior two. Okay, one more side angle. Bring your forearm to your thigh, right hand high. Good. This time, as you extend, see what happens, right hand to the floor or a block. Yeah, maybe it's there today. Lots of days I put my right hand on my ankle, like that's where I can get. And I push my knee to the right and open a little more. Good. Take a really big breath in, listen. From here, lizard, look down, plant your hands, lift your back heel. Hug your right knee into your right outer arm, so your right hand goes inside the arch of your foot. Okay, you're pretty warmed up by now. I'm watching you guys, are shiny, at least the ones in the room are. You could stay here elevated or come onto your forearms if you want a bigger hip stretch. Breathe. Good, Uddiyana Bandha. So good. All right. In a moment, you'll be doing side plank again on your left hand. You can take your right big toe with you into extended plank or step back and go. Ready, set, go. Side plank, left hand down. Yes, wake up your feet as if they had 3 cups of coffee like I did this morning. And some tea. Push down, reach up. Okay, look down, high to low, push up. Breathe in, upward facing. Exhale, down dog, and lift your left leg up really high. Rock forward, knee to your chin-ish. Good, press back. Knee to your left arm. Press back. Knee to your other arm. Good, back. And then crescent lunge, step forward, lift yourself up. I like the moves, Ibby, you're figuring it out. Tall person in the back row. There's lots of tall people in the back row today. All right. Spin your back heel up over the ball of your foot so your hips face forward. It's going to make the next little bit easier. Hook the other thumb in front for your crown and fan your fingers, lift your heart up. Tailbone down, heart up and back. Create the crescent of the crescent lunge. Bend your front knee right over your ankle. Yes. So good. Look forward, hands to your heart. Twist right elbow. Makes a connection to your left leg. Alternative is right hand down. You could keep the elbow hook and take your right hand outside your foot. And take a few breaths here. Yeah, even some binds happening, all kinds of variations. Looking good on the Zoom, yogis. Strong legs. Crescent back to the center. Sit into it. Good. Breathing in, reach your arms up. Good. Exhale, hover your knee and your elbows. Good. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, straighten. One more time, hover, straighten. Warrior two, left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Good. Align your front foot straight ahead. I call that 12 o'clock. Good. Feel the back edge of your back foot rooted. Side angle, forearm to your thigh, right hand upwards. Skywards. Good. Extended side angle, slide your arm past your ear. Good. You can stay here and enjoy the tapas that's here. There's a lot of intensity for me in the staying. You could bind and move into, yes, so good, Jen. If you are flying a bird, start to land your bird back in the nest. Everybody take a breath. Reverse through warrior two, reach your left hand back, right hand loops behind your lower back and presses your front knee forward. So it's like an energetic pressing forward through your bottom knee, reaching back through your high hand. Big breath in. And warrior two. Okay, side angle, I know you're excited. Left hand down or left hand to your, yeah. Extend your side angle. Good, juice it. One more breath. Okay, mindfully, lizard. Look down, both hands down. Left hand is inside the arch of your foot and your back heel spins up. Good. Traditionally in this practice, your back knee stays lifted. To me, that's the hardest part. It's like the part where I want to just drop my knee and hope nobody notices. But I know. It's like, do I really need to do that, or am I giving up when I can stay? Take a breath. Maybe you come onto your forearms. Be in integrity with yourself, not worrying about what anybody else thinks, your own integrity. 2 breaths. Okay, you're gonna take side plank on your right hand. Find your way there, moving with your own breath. So you could grab your toe and bring it with. You could step back and roll open mindfully. Yeah. 2 breaths. Inhale. Push down to lift up. Yes. I see you. 1 more breath in. Okay, flow. Meet your neighbor in down dog. Your flow, your practice, your wrists. So if your wrists are like no more, then listen to that. Take a big breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift up. Exhale, fold down. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Push your heels into your mat. Soften your toes. Good. True up your knees and your feet. So if your feet are apart, your knees are kind of right in the same direction. If your feet are together, your knees are pretty close. And then unhunch, unhunch. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist your left elbow to hook onto something. Good. Drop your seat again. Lengthen your spine. Roll your right ribs up. Roll your left rib cage forward and underneath you. So there's like a lengthening and a tucking under. Good. Drop your booty. Good. One more breath. Listen. You're strong. Come back to chair pose. Push the weight into your heels. Make some space across your chest. Bring your hands together. Twist to the left so your right elbow connects to something. Good. If you have sweat dripping down the backs of your ankles, it's working. The detox is happening. Your ankles are detoxing. Take a big breath in. All right, fold forward, Padangusthasana, widen your feet, grab your big toes with your first two fingers hooked on. Good, lengthen your spine first so you can bend your knees. And then fold from your hip hinges. Your knees might stay bent. Turn your sitting bones up. Reach your heart down to that space between your toes. Good, and then breath by breath, maybe your knees get a little straighter. Breath by breath. That's how we do this practice, one breath at a time. And even if you didn't know it was going to be 90 minutes, you're going to make it one breath at a time. Okay, one more breath. Release your toes, chair pose. Oh, bring your feet together. Yeah, bring your feet together. And then chair pose. So good. Hands to your heart center. Twist your left elbow to your right leg or your left leg. The other way, Jen. Yeah. Okay, so options here. Joyful dancer is kind of fun and pretty accessible. Shift your weight into your right leg and lift your left foot off the mat, and you can start to reach it back or just keep it tucked in like a little flamingo. So options. You could keep both feet on the floor if you want. Yeah, it's kind of like a floating, twisting crescent lunge-ish, right? Just, yeah. So you're lifting your not twisted, hooked leg, your other leg. Back to chair twist. Okay, forward fold. Crow pose. You can come onto your back and take a nice gentle crow for your wrists, squeezing your knees to your outer arms. You could do traditional crow on your palms, squeezing your knees to your outer arms. Look forward, tip yourself forward, balance, or the variation on your back is lovely if your wrists need a break, right? So squeezing and using your core, but yeah, oh yeah, I see you guys. You guys are amazing. Malasana, yogi squat, feet down, heart up, hips down. Ooh, this is pretty comfy here, just sitting down on the floor. Broaden across your chest. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do another crow. Go, crow pose. This one, if you wanna get fancy and move into a headstand or fly back into a chaturanga at the end, plan for that, right? Maybe you orient yourself in a special place. I'm going to invite you each to count 6 more breaths on your own. Your 6th exhalation is your transition, right? So you're counting, you're breathing, you're curious, you're trusting the process. If it takes something new or takes saying, that's too much, you're going to meet your neighbor in down dog. Nice, Drea, really nice. With a bonus lift and jump back. Push some space into your body in your down dog. Okay, step to the top, toes close, halfway lift up. Exhale, fold down, chair pose. We'll get to gorilla. I don't want you to miss the left side of this loveliness. Bring your hands to your heart, twist your right elbow to hook onto your left knee. If you're gonna do joyful dancer, you really do have to get your elbow to your left knee. Otherwise it's weird. And so the option for joyful dancer is to put the weight into your left foot and lift your right. Good, and then sending your right heel back. Optional. Yeah, just curious, not attached to perfection or even greatness. Good enoughness. How about good enoughness? Take a big breath in. Bow forward, widen your feet. Gorilla, turn your palms up and slide your palms under your feet. Good. Push your feet into your palms and give them some relief. Good. Pull your palms up and give your shoulders a little relief. Feel a spaciousness. Invite your practice to create some space. Release your hands. Bring your feet together, high mountain. All the way up, arms up. Eagle, cross your right arm under your left. And then when you're ready, take your seat, right leg over left. Breathe. Yeah, eagle eye vision, I see it. Steady gaze. Uddiyana Bandha. One more drip. And then inhale, unwind, reach up. Left side, your left arm goes under your right. Your left leg goes over your right. Your lips are typically sealed unless you need them open for something specific, like one breath. Good. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Eagle, right arm under, right leg over. Yes, you can. Drive some weight into your standing heel and lift your elbows. Sit a little lower. Nice. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Last round, left side, Garudasana, left arm under, left leg up and over. Good. Squeeze into your center line, but then expand out from there. So it's like you squeeze the outside edges of your knees towards each other, but then there's an expansion away from that center line. And you squeeze the outsides of your elbows towards each other, but then there's an expansion away from the center. Good. Breathe in, rise up. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand on your left foot, hand to knee or big toe on your right side. So lift your right knee, hold your knee or hold your big toe with your first two fingers. And then get really upright again. So if you leaned forward to get into it, pull up through your center line. Good. Open your leg to the right and do something with your left arm that adds value. Breathe. That definitely is going to add some oxygen, which has some value. So good. Good. Come back to the front and keep your leg lifted. Bend your knee, everybody, hands on your hips. First thing, true up. Push into your standing foot and stand tall, belly in. Exhale your heel forward. Good. Bend your knee. Push through both heels as you push your heel forward. Bend your knee. Do it one more time. Extend your leg forward. Bend your knee, look down. Airplane, extend your leg backward. Good. True your hip up side by side with your standing leg. So your right hip rolls down next to your left hip. I'm going to take your hands for a little stability. Good. As you true your hips up side by side, your left butt cheek will feel it. And another way to say that is roll your lifted inner thigh up. Good. Standing splits, both hands down, high heel higher. Okay. 5 breaths. You can take a handstand as long as you promise not to hit your neighbor. You can coil down in a little Kundalini squat, tucking your high knee behind your low knee, like a curtsy. Or you can stay and enjoy the tapas in stillness. Good, you've got 2 more breaths. Half moon is your next pose. Left hand down, right hand high. Good, your hand can be on a block or floating for a free-flowing half moon. Did you guys see the moon last night? Holy moly. Not half at all. Wide awake through your highest toe. Keep your leg up, standing splits, just 3 breaths. Stay in stillness for this one. Reach your heart down, lift your heel high. Good. Reach your heart down, lift your leg high. You can do this. One more breath in. Pull your knee in, land your foot, ragdoll. Whew, sway it out if you need to, or kick it out, or stomp it out, sip it out, get it out. Yeah. All right, bring your feet together. Everybody, high mountain pose. Push down through your feet, pull in at your core, reach up. Good, hand to knee, standing on your right leg. Lift your left knee. Take a hold of your knee or your big toe. Stand upright. And when you're fully expressed in your pose, open it to the left. Good, your right arm is either gonna add some good stability or a good challenge. Maybe it starts by adding stability and then you do something to challenge a little bit or a lot of bit. Breath. Come back to the center. Keep your leg lifted, bend your knee. Hands on your hips. Good, push your hips down and lift up through your chest, belly in. Exhale your heel forward. Good, bend your knee, stand up straight. Good, press your heel forward. Good, we're gonna do it one more time. Bend your knee. Push through both heels forward with your high. Good, bend your knee, look down, backwards with your high leg. Belly to spine, first things first. Heart forward. Take flight, y'all. Like you're going somewhere. Standing splits. Both hands down, high heel high. Good, there's lots of possibility right here with both hands on the mat. You could keep both hands on the mat and enjoy the drip. You could kick into a handstand or handstand switches. Nice, Betsy. You've got about 2 more breaths. We are gonna go to half moon, so you do wanna be on your right leg if you're switching. Ready, set, half moon, right hand is down, left hand goes up. You can do this, no matter what you did last night. Lift your high heel, push out through your high heel. Good, go big as if falling backwards was not a big deal, right? Because your foot will catch you. I've never had anybody actually just land. High leg stays high, standing splits, just 3 breaths. Stay right where you are and feel what you feel. All right, that's the hard part, not to just change something, just be in it. 1 more breath in. Okay, ragdoll. When you're happy with your release, you could stand up and swing it out. Maybe that's a good release. Swinging twist. Everybody, come to mountain pose with your hands by your sides. We call it samastiti, equal standing. Close your eyes for a moment and notice what's here. Notice if you list in one direction in the weight of your feet. Good, and lift all of your toes away from the mat and kind of really get into your center. Feel your legs gripping into the bones, the muscles gripping into the bones. Draw an Uddiyana Bandha. Soften your toes back to the mat. King Dancer, standing on your left leg, bend your right knee. You're gonna grab your right inner ankle with your right palm. Lift your left arm up. Stay here and stretch your quad or lean forward and come into the standing, balancing, back bending pose. Belly to spine, tailbone might need to tuck down to keep your back in integrity. Good, today, bring more of a back bend into it. Lift up through your high hand and your gaze and go upwards. Yes. Good. And next breath in, high mountain, both feet on the mat, both arms up. Make some space on your right side and then lower your left hand down and set up King Dancer, holding your left ankle from the inside out, thumb back. Andrew, turn your hand the other way so your palm faces like, yeah, external rotation. You'll have more space. Good. Belly to spine. Go where your body wants to go. Nice test, really good. High mountain pose. Reach up. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. Put your left palm on your chest and put your right palm over your left palm and just feel what's here. Back bends are heart openers and they elevate us. Okay, King Dancer, stand on your left foot, grab your right ankle. Round 2. When I feel like I'm wobbly, I keep my hand on my heart as I come into this pose instead of reaching forward. Right, it's grounding and stabilizing. You can create this pose to create what you need. Maybe you need that big lifting up again. Definitely there's some dripping down going on. High mountain. Reach up. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Take your left foot in your left palm. Maybe your right palm goes onto your chest. And ready, set, King Dancer. Inhale, high mountain, both arms up. Good. Bring your hands together at your heart. Tree pose, standing on your left leg. Plug your right foot into your left thigh or calf. Create a center line. And then do what your body needs right here. So if after those 4 back bends that you just did, you need a little grounding or steadiness, keep it simple. If you feel elevated and ready for more, you can create that in your shape. And let your yoga be a reflection of your intention and skillful action. Bring your hands to your heart. Create your pose standing on your right leg. So your left foot typically to your right leg. Be on purpose in creating the center line. Be on purpose in creating Uddiyana Bandha. Be on purpose in creating a steady gaze. And your breath. Yeah, I like it. Bring your hands to your heart. Land your both feet. Good. Push your feet down. Reach your arms up. Pull your hands through the center and bow down. Halfway lift up. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe out. Upward facing dog. Good. Press back to down dog. Take a couple of breaths. All right, take one more big breath in. Listen. Look forward, step or hop. Half lift. Exhale, bow down. High mountain pose, because it's fun. Exhale, forward fold. You know this. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing. Good. Exhale, down dog. Warrior 2 on your right. Stack your knee joint over your ankle joint. Feel both feet plugged in. You guys are beautiful. Uddiyana Bandha. Good. check the alignment of your kneecap with the center of your foot. So if your foot's angled, you can angle your knee. If your foot's straight ahead and your knee's bowing in, just tune that up a little bit. Squeeze your inner thigh muscles into your femur bones, your leg bones. Just like create action from the bottom up. Good, and from that strength, sit a little deeper. You can do this, you can do this. Good, straighten your knee triangle, reach into it, lengthen. Bring your right hand to something at least to start and open up. Good, push down at whatever's contacting a hard surface and lift up and open up. Now engage Uddiyana Bandha a lot and get lighter on your low hand. Right, so the strength of your body holding the geometry. Feel your feet grounding you. Feel your core creating stability. Good, from all of that, open more. Good, root to rise. Straddle fold, turn your right foot to face the direction of your left toes. Lift your heart up. Good, wide leg forward fold. We will do 2 of these today. So I know some of you guys adapt into a headstand or a handstand, some of you. We do have 2 chances, so take the wide leg fold that your body needs and wants in this moment, Breath. One more breath, so wherever you are, be planning. Good, root to rise, push down to come up. Turn your right foot forward for pyramid pose. Your left foot angles so your hips can face to the front. You might even move your foot to the right, your front foot to the right. Good, lift your heart. Bow forward, your hands could stay on your hips, go to the floor or a block, you decide. Good, everybody, push your front foot into the mat and draw your front hip back. Your right hip goes back, yes. Push your back inner heel into the mat and spin your back inner thigh back. So there's like a truing up from both sides. Good. Lengthen your heart forward. Yes, back in, everybody. Twisting Trikonasana, left hand down, right hand high. Good. Try not to do it as if you're waiting for it to be over. Like try to do it like this is your favorite. Like, oh my God, we finally got here. I've been waiting for this. Good, take one more breath. Okay, flow, high to low. Breathe in and enjoy the back bend. Make it feel really good. Okay, downward dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more breaths here, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, big breath in. Look forward, step or hop. Half lift. Exhale, fold. High mountain pose, reach and stretch. Forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, breathe out. Good, inhale, upward facing. Exhale to down dog, and then left side, warrior dose. True up your joints so that you can do this until you're 104 or at least 99. I don't know if I aspire to 104. I've said that out loud, but 99 sounds pretty good. Stack your knee, stack your knee. Hug your leg muscles into your leg bones. Uddiyana Bandha. 1 more breath, you can do this. And then straighten your knee. Reach into Trikonasana, lengthen, lower, and lift. Good. Push your feet into your mat, both of them. Pull in Uddiyana Bandha. Good. And then left rib cage forward. So as you reach your lower left ribs forward, make some space on your left side body. Go ahead and pull your left sitting bone back. Back towards your, the lobby is how I would say that for this room. What's back when you're in this direction? Away from your front heel. Good, root to rise all the way up. Good, turn your 2 feet the same direction. Good, let's do goddess pose first. So now turn your toes out to the degree that you like of external rotation, and then bend your knees over your ankles. Find your way into something stable and a little bit uncomfortable. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha. Good. Your outer knees press away towards the back of your space. Your lower belly draws in. I think Susie was in my class the other day when I told this story about the study from 1978. Yeah. So stay. You know that thing where they're like, don't push your knees past your toes? That was from a study in 1978. So you can go deeper here if you want to. They've done more studies and they're like, it's really not that bad for your knees. It might actually be good for your knees. So go a little deeper. Okay, stand up. Pop your heels out, take your toes in, wide leg fold. Wide leg fold, hands to the mat. Don't you hate it when teachers start telling a story? You're like, don't they know? No, we don't know. Yeah, as a counter pose, what feels like a good counter pose here? Good, and then if you want to do something fancy, you've got about 3 or 4 more breaths. So maybe it's just a skandasana, swinging your hips to one side and then the other, just something. Okay, lift halfway up. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. So you're in a lunge. Front knee bends, back heel lifts. One hand on either side of your front foot. You could be on fingertips. I recommend fingertips. Good. Hop or step and switch your feet. Good. Hop or step and switch your feet. Okay, do 3 more pairs. So it's 4 pairs total. Yeah, stepping is just as good as hopping. So you do you. You should finish with your left foot at the top. Pyramid from right here. So pull your front knee towards straight, angle your back foot to land, pyramid. I want to remind you that you signed up for this class. William's like, no, I didn't. She made me come. Oh, you're going to feel so good at the end. You're going to love it. Draw your hips into alignment. So that looks like left hip back, left inner thigh back, or right inner thigh back. Option for twisting Trikonasana, right hand down, left hand high. I didn't say optional last time, but everything's optional. You guys know that. I will not send you to yoga jail. But if you stay, you might go to yoga heaven. You guys know that place where you forget your yoga mat and you go home and you're like, oh, what was I thinking? Okay, flow. Yeah, just flow. Susie's in yoga heaven. She's just sitting up here smiling. It's like, oh, yes. High plank pose. Okay, 5 breaths. You have only 5 breaths to create something here. You can create stillness in plank, counting 5 breaths. You could create lots of chaturanga push-ups. You could invent something you've never done before. After that 5th breath, you'll land on your mat for mindful breathing. Good, and actually do that. Get really mindful of your breath. Count if you need to even out the length so that there's a steadiness. Feel what you've created thus far. Acknowledge yourself right here. Good job. Turn your palms to face your mat. Root the front edge of your pelvis into the mat. Locust, lengthen and lift all the parts up away from the floor. So your pubic bone rooted down, everything else lengthening to lift. Good. Pull the center of your chest forward. Lift your thighs up. Take another breath. And gently come down. Breath in, breath out. Bound locust, connect your hands behind your back or use a towel or a strap. Root your pelvis down. Good, and then lift up. So as you reach your heart forward, stretch your hands back, get a real sense of opening. Yeah, adapt if you need to. Make yourself good. Undo all that default. Undo all that rounding forward. Okay, come on down. Whew, yes. Bow pose. Bend your knees, grab your ankles. True your knees up to hip width if they're not. Good. Root your pelvis and lift up. And so drawing your knees towards hip width, lifting your inner arches up. Yeah, so good. Come on down. Maybe a mini swish. And then one more. Bow pose. Bow pose. Push down, lengthen up. Don't beat yourself up. Lengthen up. Good. Pubic bone down, especially if your low back is like, this is not okay. Create lift. Okay, come on down. Swish your shins for sure. Gently for release. Camel pose. Come to stand on your knees and bring your hands to your lower back. If you like to put a block between your legs so that you remember to use your legs, you can do that. I like to invite you to start with your hands on your lower back. Elbows wrap in, tailbone roots down, heart goes up to go back. Squeeze to your center line, root your tailbone and go up and go back. Hands can go to your heels or your ankles or some blocks. Push down, lift up through your shoulder blades. Lift up with your shoulder blades, elevating your heart. Hero pose, sit between your heels on the floor or a block. Good, we're only gonna do one hero pose. So if you like to recline in hero, if your knees don't mind you lying on your back, you're more than welcome to go there. If upright is good, stay, sit, good dog. Breathe. Camel round 2. Ready, set, camel. You guys know you're helping a lot of future yogis today. I'm teaching our Journey into Power sequence pretty much exactly as it's written for our teachers in training so that they can share this with all the humans. So you're helping this yoga get to all the humans. We've got a few, but they'll touch a lot of fews. We've got 8, I think, that are going to keep going. Okay, downward facing dog. We've taught more than 13,000 different humans walking through our doors. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. 13,000 people have done the yoga. Come onto your back, so feet forward towards the front edge of your mat. bridge pose. Heels under your knees, hands by your hips. Good, root down to lift up. In yoga, there's this thing called parampa, which is the lineage of teachers and the students that each teacher teaches, and some of them go on to teach more students. Spread it far and wide. One of our teachers, Fran, who teaches Spry, teaches 13 classes a week. It's a lot of humans, and mostly as a volunteer. Okay, come on down. Wheel pose. Set your hands by your ears if you're taking wheel, or hands by your hips for another bridge. Push down, lift up. Yeah, or drop back. Yeah, you do you. Good. Push down, lift up. Good. Push down, lift up. One more breath on this round. Okay, come out of your pose. How many more? 5 more. Yes, there's 6 wheels. Set your hands, set your feet. It wasn't Greg. Push down, lift up. Yes, he knows. We know. We're honoring the practice. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Jenna's smiling. 2, 1. Reset. You're almost there. Set your hands, set your feet. Wheel it up. Round 3. Push down, rise up. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Hold my ankles. Yeah, you will not hurt me. Push down, lift up. Round 4. You can push as hard as you want down and see if that helps. I'm going to pull a little bit. Straighten your arms. Straighten your arms. And push straight down into my ankles. Lift your chest. Yes, like that, like that. Good. One more breath, everybody. Come on down. You're going to do this. You can exactly what you were doing. Everybody press down, lift up. Yeah, push. Yes, look at that. Hold for 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. We got one more round. One more round, right? This is 6. Set your hands, set your feet. You can do this. Rise up. William's doing it. You can do it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees wide. Close your eyes. Feel what you created. Feel some mudita, some sympathetic joy for the people that created something really good in their practice. Hopefully that includes yourself. If you're not feeling that today, at least feel it for someone else. Pull your right knee into your chest. Push your left leg away from you, hovering above the mat. Good. Wake up your feet. So good. Switch your legs. This is a reset for your back. So do it for that, right? Not as just a, okay, like intermission. It's a creation. Good. Pull both knees into your chest. Good. Send both feet up to the ceiling. Good. Nestle your hands under your outer hips. Okay. Push your heels up, draw your belly down. Hands are under your hips on the mat. Good. Lower your legs 1/3 of the way down. So your legs are at 30 degrees. Push out through your heels, pull in at your belly. Okay, assess. If your back is bothering you at this point, bend your right knee and put your right foot on the floor. And lower your heel or heels another 30%. Good. Push out through your heels, down at your core, lower to a hover. Good. Push out, pull in, and maybe you lift up your head and look down the length of your body and say, thank you, core. Thank you, core. Head down, legs up. We're going to do one more round. Bring your big toes to touch if they're not. So there's internal rotation. Push up through your heels, draw down at your belly, lower 1/3 of the way. Good. Pull in at your core and lower towards the floor. Good. One more time. Pull in. Go to a hover. Push out through your heels especially. Feel how that energizes your legs. Hold for 5, 4, toes touching, 3, 2, head down, legs up. Good. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. You guys are doing good work. Let's go on a bike ride. Catch a little breeze. Take your hands behind your head with your elbows out wide. Good. Stack your knees over your hips to start. Right elbow to left knee, right heel forward. Good. Come back to the center. Switch. Okay, find a rhythm that creates a little breeze for you. Right? So you might be just coasting slowly downhill, feeling the wind in your hair. You might be going down the hill fast, feeling a bigger breeze. And you're going to count it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in. So good. Whew. Okay, rock and roll 3 times and come into boat pose. So boat pose, supported version, hands behind your thighs, heart lifted up, knees can be bent. Like now. Jen's in it. Okay, create true north in your legs. So inner thighs forward, toes straight up. Right? Usually I'm like in my feet. Create true north in your feet. Pull in your belly, lift and broaden your chest. Good. Support yourself in the way that makes your back good. It might be holding the backs of your thighs or hands on the mat. Good. If you can straighten your legs and keep the integrity, do that. If you can reach your arms out, do that. Hold. This is it. This is it. Nothing else. For 3, 2, you're going to rock and roll out on 1 rock and roll vinyasa. Flow to downward facing dog. And then land your eyes right away. So just come into this lovely place. It might look more like a child's pose if it needs to. Catch your breath. Catch your tension. Smooth it out. Lucky you, you've already done lizard pose. Half king pigeon on the right side. Bring your right knee on the mat behind your right wrist. Good. You might need a block under your right hip. And then stretch your left leg straight back so you can square your hips to face the mat. Yeah. So as you reach your left leg back and your kneecap starts to face down, your right hip might elevate and you can put a block under it. And there you go. Yeah, if your knee's bothering you, your front knee, if it feels weird, wave me down and I'll give you some assistance. Take a bigger breath right now. Option to open your mouth and let it out. And then seal your lips and come into a steady, possibly counted Ujjayi breath. Mindful. And skillful. So if the breath itself does not feel neutral to you, set your attention on something neutral that's without any positive or negative energy. It's just neutral. In the teachings of yoga, this neutral middle place, we call it sattvic. It's not too elevated, not too depressed. It's kind of the happy medium. It's the opposite of drama. And it can help cultivate the opposite of drama in our lives, right? Some serenity. some flow. One of the ways that I can tell if I'm feeling sattvic, kind of easygoing, is when a noise like that comes on, it doesn't bother me. And the days where the little things make me mad, I'm like, oh, watch out. Something's up. I used to live like that a lot. Just constantly annoyed. Now I live like that just a little. Sometimes annoyed. Okay, downward dog. And anything that you need to reset. So I like just a good old vanilla down dog after pigeon. Some people like to lift their leg, fire hydrant, bend your knee, open wide. Something to undo what just happened. What just happened? Left side, half king pigeon, left knee forward, right leg long. The practice is actually just that. It's a practice of bringing your attention to something neutral, like your breath. Choosing the middle instead of the highs and the lows. A good place to start is just in your breath. So if you notice that one side of your breath, inhale or exhale, is longer than the other, just find the middle in your breath. I'm going to give you a little assist. I'm going to roll you this way and put this here. Should get a little more out of it that way. Yes? When we're tending towards overexcited, anxious, we call that rajasic, spicy. Some of us are more rajasic by nature. So we tend to choose those things. When I first started yoga, I did a very rajasic practice that was really intense, 6 days a week, 90 minutes, strict, hard. And that just made my whole life more of that. I think we need a little bit of each. Downward facing dog. Dolphin or headstand. Come to your knees and your forearms. Measure your elbows so they're about shoulder width, and then interlace your hands. For dolphin, you'll do down dog on your forearms. For headstand, you'll also start on your forearms. Yeah, we're gonna do another inversion after this one. So forearm dolphin or forearm inversion with your feet off the mat. They're both inversions. And they both build a huge amount of shoulder strength and flexibility. Good. If you're in dolphin with your feet on the mat, elevate your head. Good. Push down through your forearms and send your hips up and away. Yeah, if you are in a headstand, do the same thing. Push down through your forearms and create a lightness. Bring your elbows closer if you want to do it. Elbows closer, elbows closer. Yeah, like that. I got you if you fall over. One more breath, everybody. Child's pose. I recommend hands by your ankles. Okay, roll on up and then come onto your back. Choose waterfall with your block under your sacrum, feet elevated, or take your feet over your head to plow pose and set up your hips over your shoulders to move into shoulder stand. So you can choose waterfall or you could start in plow and take yourself into shoulder stand. Good. Shoulder standers, keep your gaze up instead of looking about. And if you get your elbows closer to each other towards the center of your mat, you're going to have a better foundation for your shoulder stand. Good. If you use your legs to help lift up, you'll have an easier time on your wrists in shoulder stand. Yeah. Looking upwards is nicer to your neck than looking sideways. If you have a bun, next time take your bun out first. Hair hazards. If you are in shoulder stand, bring your knees towards your forehead, deaf man's pose. Yeah, you can rest them on your forehead or take them as wide as your ears, thus the name deaf man's pose. You could seal your ears with your inner knees. Everybody, mindfully, skillfully make your way flat on your mat with your legs outstretched and your toes touching. Fish pose, slide your hands down by your sides and underneath you with your palms face up. Good, keep your butt on the mat, lift your head, neck, and chest, and then tilt back and land your head on the mat. Your elbows can be an assist here. Lift up through your chest and drop your head back. Yeah, so it's almost like, go ahead and tuck your hands under. Palms underneath you. Okay, now lift up like you're gonna do a sit up. And then keep your chest that lifted and take your head back. Yes, like that. Pull up through your chest, like your shoulder blades are scooping your chest up. Butt on the mat, butt on the mat. I have to say that 10 times every time I teach this. Your butt stays on the mat. Okay, use your elbows, come up chin to chest. All right, pull your right knee into your chest. We'll call that good. Pull your left knee into your chest. Let's do an upside down forward fold. Take your hands behind your thighs. Start to unbend your knees with your thighs close to your chest. Walk your hands up the backs of your legs and keep your back on the mat. Do that. If you can grab your big toes with your back flat on the mat, you can do that. Think of it as a seated forward fold. Good. Now keep your right knee in, stretch your left leg long on the mat. Right knee and left leg long. Good. Pull your kneecap in towards you. Bend your knee deeply. Reclining twist. Take your knee to the left. Right arm out. You're almost there. You did it, Kathleen. Soften. Right? If there's like a part of you that's resisting, just soften. Switch sides. Come back to the center. Happy baby, reach between your knees for your ankles or your feet. Pull your knees down towards the mat. Shavasana. Stretch your heels to the bottom corners of your mat. There's a lavender eye towel in the upper right corner of your mat if you are here in the studio. Take a big breath in. When you exhale, feel your whole body sink into your mat. And you're welcome to do that one more time. Give yourself permission to take rest. You have earned it. some bigger, fuller breaths. You might rock your head gently side to side. Move your hands and your feet. And work your way toward a full body wake up stretch. And then roll over and rest on your right side. Good work. Really good work. All right, come on up to sit. Bring your palms together. And Om to connect. Let's take a breath. Fill up. And let it out. Breathe in for Om. Smile. Namaste. Have a really good day, people. When what? Right? You earned it. I even turned on the fans for you.
I noticed that. It's just like you need to add that to your noise over there. Well, I mean, she said 5, we did 5.
Thank you, Kate.
Have a really good day, you guys.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for helping us earn it.
You're welcome. Happy to help.
Couldn't have done it without you.
It's harder to do that hard of a job when I don't have somebody inviting me.
Yes.
I know what I need.
Always. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.